I just spent $13,000 on one of my biggest Grail pickups ever.
Oh, it's hot.
And I've got it right here inside this bag, and I actually have not yet seen it in person, so this is gonna be a surprise for you guys and for me. And it's ironic because on top of the thing that I bought, I've actually got a brand new Pretty Much Broke hat, which is now officially releasing in a bundle along with the brand new Pretty Much Broke shirt, which you guys have been asking about for forever. Seriously, we get comments and emails all the time of people asking for a Pretty Much Broke shirt, and now we're officially releasing them, and you can grab them as part of the Pretty Much Broke bundle, which of course comes with the Pretty Much Broke hat, one of the most popular things we've ever made, and also now the brand new Pretty Much Broke shirt. So you can grab it on our website right now, apothecary.com, linked in the top of the description below. But like I said, this pickup is crazy, and stay tuned till later on in the video because I've got probably one of the most insane announcements that I've ever made coming up, so please stay tuned for that because it's gonna blow your mind. So yeah, I spent $12,450 on this thing, so I'm gonna drag out this intro a little bit. It is in a Lapstone and Hammer bag. It did not come from Lapstone and Hammer. This is just the bag that it was given to me in. So I mean, you guys can speculate as to what this is. I mean, it looks like either a small pair of sneakers or something else. In order to get this thing, what I actually did was sell the Dior Jordan 1s. I don't know if you guys remember, but from the $20 sneaker collection season 1, I bought a pair of Dior Jordan 1s from Tom. I think I paid like $8 grand for that. And my plan was always to sell those or trade those in order to get some cash to buy the thing that I just picked up. And what I ended up doing, I think, was trading it for like a couple different pairs of sneakers because it's kind of hard to sell that pair of sneakers on StockX. Like, there's not a lot of buyers. So of course, what I ended up doing was trading for like 3 pairs of off-white Grails. I think it was like the Prestos. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I traded for 3 pairs of sneakers and I sold them all and I got cash and I waited. And you're probably thinking, wow, okay, well, $8,000, you spent $12,400 on this thing. I mean, you still had to put a lot of money on top, and yes, that's true. That is true.
That's a lot of damage. How about a little more?
But for something like this, it was absolutely worth it, and you guys will see why in a second. So let me pull it out of the bag right here. A lot of you guys might already know what this is based on the size of the box and even just the type of the box itself. This is crazy. Okay, it's got some nice weight to it. Let me slide it out. I'm gonna try and keep this piece of cardboard safe because this is actually part of the value too. It's crazy, but it is. Just from that logo alone, you probably already know what this is. I probably should be unboxing this on a table because if I drop this, I'm gonna be distraught. I might actually cry. So let's pull off the top of this box and place it very gently on the table next to me, which I should have just filmed the unboxing on. There we go. So there's the top of the box. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that. Let me pull down the front of this box. Oh, okay. I'm the clumsiest person in the world. You've got Rolex written down there on the flip front part of the box, and then of course you've got the green Rolex box. So by now you guys know what this is. A Rolex watch that I spent a lot of money on, and to be honest, I haven't even seen this watch in person yet. So let me just take a really quick look at the outside of the box because the outside of this box is gorgeous. You've got this beautiful green color, sort of a forest green. You've got the Rolex logo right there, and then of course a sort of rippled texture, I guess, pressed into the top of the box. I actually already have a Rolex. This is a smaller Oyster Perpetual. It's actually a pretty small Oyster Perpetual. I've got very small wrists, but this is a let's just say a much more classic watch that I've been looking forward to for a very long time. So let's pop the top on this. Here we go. Moment of truth. I'm just gonna do it for you guys and then look at it myself. This is one of the most classic watches of all time. And unfortunately, as you can tell by the price, I had to pay resale for this watch. I'm on a couple different lists and no one's called me. It's been over a year and a half, 2 years. So I did end up paying full resale for this, but honestly, I think it's worth it because look at how incredible that watch is. Okay, let me pull it out. Look at that. Look at that. I love watches. I haven't really gone too deep into watches because it's an even more expensive hobby than sneakers, but it's something that I really love. And a Submariner is something that I've always wanted. And if you guys don't know anything about watches, the Rolex Submariner, like I said, is one of the most iconic watches of all time. There are definitely watches out there that are much more desirable than this watch. This is definitely a watch that I think a lot of watch collectors have because it's like their standard go-to watch. But for someone like me who only has this Rolex and then a Seiko SKX, this is crazy. So this particular sub's model number is 116610LN, and it's a 40mm automatic with Easy Glide bracelet, which in theory should mean that I should be able to adjust this watch for my tiny wrist without having to have it resized. One of the things that I love about watches, besides the fact that they just look absolutely incredible, is the fact that they really hold their value well, at least when you buy the right watches. The Sub is a watch that's always gonna hold its value, and for a sneakerhead who buys a lot of sneakers, one problem that I have a lot of is that I'll buy a pair of sneakers for a lot of money, and then a couple years later it won't be worth as much, especially after it's worn. With watches, you can wear them, and they will maintain their value. At least in most cases, or in some cases, I guess. But let me pull off my Oyster Perpetual. Look at the difference in size there. That's ridiculous. Like I said, I have tiny wrists. I have tiny wrists. I bought this watch for my wedding. I actually did an unboxing on this watch. Well, it must have been before 2020 because I got married in 2020. It must have been like early 2020. If you guys want to check that out, I think you can just search like Seth Rolex on YouTube or maybe click the link in the description below, but I'm gonna try this on. That's crazy. Okay, I definitely need to figure out this slide system, but look at that. So there are obviously different versions of this watch, like different colors, different years, different all sorts of things. This one is the date version. There's also a non-date version of the sub. I prefer the date version. I just love having that little Cyclops lens right there. It's beautiful. It's obviously got a black dial and a black ceramic bezel. It looks incredible. It can go down to a depth of 1,000 feet or 300 meters. Superlative chronometer, officially certified, Swiss made. Obviously, it's Swiss made. You know, it's Swiss made. I don't know why I'm doing an Italian accent. So the 116610 LN, or I think that's how you say it, was first introduced back in 2010. It's a millimeter smaller than some of the newer Rolex subs. But the big change on this version of the watch is that it features a ceramic bezel, which was new for the 116610 or 116610 LN. And it just looks incredible. It just glistens, man. It's crazy. Obviously, this is a diving watch, so you can turn the bezel for your, I guess, oxygen levels. I know nothing about diving, so, you know, I just think it's cool that it spins. I just had to throw this on my wrist. I had to see what it looked like. But I guess at this point, I could probably now tell you the crazy news. And that is that this watch, although I did buy it, and although I love it, and it is my dream watch, we're actually giving it away, which I'm not gonna lie, pretty tough for me, but it is what it is. And I'm gonna keep waiting for my AD to maybe find one somewhere in the back that he can send my way for retail. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but I'm gonna stay on the list and see what happens. So I guess to play into the irony, we're throwing this watch into a random order of the pretty much broke hat and shirt combo. Well, okay, we're not literally throwing the watch into that order. You're not gonna open the box and see this watch sitting there. We're gonna find a way to get it to you, whether it's hand delivered or shipping to you in some way that's very, very secure. And it kind of seems crazy that we're giving away a watch. It's the biggest thing I've ever given away or even been a part of giving away. So we basically just wanted to thank you guys for supporting the brand and supporting this drop by giving someone a Rolex. It sounds crazy, but it's true. I mean, even for me, the Pretty Much Broke line is my favorite line of stuff that we make. I know it's crazy, we make socks, but the hat is like my favorite piece of clothing. I wear it in every video. I love the hoodie, as you guys can see, and now we've got shirts, which again, you guys have been asking for a very long time. So we wanted to give you all the opportunity to finally grab the shirt and the hat that you guys have been asking for, but also for one of you to get a Rolex, a GRAIL Rolex. One that I don't even have yet. I literally, like, I don't. Like, I'm holding it, but it's not mine. It's gonna be one of yours. So if you wanna grab the Pretty Much Broke shirt and hat combo, it's linked at the top of the description below. This combo is only gonna be available for 3 weeks, so if you guys wanna grab it, then make sure to click that link at the top of the description below. And again, randomly, we're gonna throw in a Rolex into one of these orders. Seriously, one day I'm gonna own one of these. I really will. At one point, I'm gonna own one of these. And I'm gonna be stoked on it. I'm gonna wear it every day. Although I did buy this. So technically I own it, or I guess Apothecary owns it, but either way, it is owned by us. But guys, that pretty much wraps things up for today. Thank you all so much for the support on my channel and also on Apothecary. Because of you guys, I'm able to do giveaways like this, so I can't thank you guys enough for that. Again, if you guys want to grab the Pretty Much Broke shirt and hat combo, it's available on our website right now, link in the top of the description below, and I will see you all in the next one.